Author David Horowitz's new book, Final Battle: The Next Election Could Be Our Last, suggests that the Democrats or communists could be on the threshold of ending democracy in the United States. He shouldn't be ignored as some overreactionary or some sort of hyperbolic whack job. Just take a quick look around. The DOJ and the FBI have been effectively weaponized against patriots. That Betsy Ross flag flying on your Meemaw's porch is now considered a sign of military extremism. Concerned parents who show up at school board meetings are considered terrorists by federal law enforcement. Confused, attention-hungry kids can legally go to California and have their genitalia removed without their parents' approval. How can you not see this? Horowitz recently pointed out two phenomena taking place that could save our nation: Trump's rallies, which have created a huge conservative movement, and parents revolting against the commies in our children's schools. The World Economic Forum, or WEF, recently met in Switzerland to decide just how many crickets we could eat for dinner and how we can only cook them on electric stoves. Also, Tony Blair, the former UK Prime Minister. You remember him, don't you? He was George W.'s good buddy. Anyways, he wants a worldwide digital library to keep track of who is and isn't vaccinated. The WEF is an unelected group of the richest and most politically powerful fascists on the planet, and its goal is to enslave everyone in a world of global communism. This next short little clip is of the CEO of Pfizer, one of the companies that makes, what the hell are we calling it these days? Let's just say the bat juice. In this video, he states his goal when he started out in 2019 was to reduce the world's population by 50%. No big deal.
I think that it's really a fulfillment of a dream that we had together with my leadership team when we started in 19. The first week we met in January of 19 in California, and to set up the goals for the next 5 years. And one of them was by 2023, we will reduce the number of people in the world by 50%. I think today this dream is becoming reality.
So it's really a purpose-driven company.
Now let's check out the WEF's predictions of what the world will be like in 7 years. Spoiler alert, you'll own nothing, eat less meat, and be neighbors with people from nations that literally hate your guts. It's a damn shame the apparatchiks aren't even hiding their goals. We'd be fools if we ignored them, but sadly, we are fools. So we do. Not you and me, but overall. You know what I mean. The low IQ masses. They're like cattle. They'll just keep on sucking down lattes and wasting away on TikTok. One could say, well, these rich guys in Switzerland say crazy stuff all the time. Whatever. That's not here in America. Okay, so who's the one country that those rich guys in Sweden won't talk about? That's right, China. So who exactly should we really be scared of? That's right, China. According to the book I Alone Can Fix It, General Mark Milley once likened Trump to Hitler. This is the same general who allegedly called China and assured them he would warn of any impending attack. Think about that, folks. So yeah, the communists, they're pretty much already in the house, folks, i.e. they have a compromised high-value target in charge of almost all of the military. He is the highest-ranking military officer, period. You see, the communists have 45 goals to take over the United States without firing a shot. Goal number 15 is to capture one or both of the political parties in the United States. I'm just going to go way out on a limb here, and I'm being sarcastic obviously, and say that the Democrat Party is pretty much compromised at this point. I see mostly Democrats pushing the commie clown agenda on us with such buffoonery. Gas stoves will kill the planet, and of course combustible engines. Well, they're the work of the devil now, aren't they? Here's a little perspective for the situation. Our planet has technically survived at least 2,624 nuclear explosions, as well as a bunch of dinosaur flatulence. So your gas stove and your Toyota 4Runner and your cheeseburger, well, they're not really hurting anybody. Our institutions are riddled with communists. Schools are teaching students that white people are bad and that girls can have scrotums. New York City forbids its own citizens from buying a cup of coffee without a bat juice passport. Peaceful J6 protesters languish in prison to this day, spending more time there than any lefty anarchist who burnt police cars. Then there's the FBI. Now, if Horowitz is correct in his book, we have less than 2 years to alarm people to what is at risk: liberty, and who is most likely to deliver us from evil. That would be Donald J. Trump. Now, please use your time wisely. It's really kind of pointless to try and convince your liberal sister-in-law and her turquoise-haired quadrosexual boyfriend of what's happening. They're either too stupid to realize they're useful idiots, or they are full-blown apparatchiks themselves, cheering all of this on as they lose constitutionally guaranteed freedoms. It's really pretty simple. We either vote our way out of Pinkoville now, or we shoot our way out later. You make the call. Now is the time to persuade the persuadable that the United States as we know it has been sliding down the slippery slope of Marxism for years. And this means we're going to have to talk to the most hated voting demographic on the planet. That's right, suburban white women. But hey, I've got a plan. We're going to tell them that their vote determines how many spiders we eat for the rest of our lives. What do you think? Now, before I go any further, real quick to the DeSantis fans. I love him too, but hey, we all know Trump is owed 4 more years. We can trust him. Take the baton afterwards. Trump is the answer. He's been there. He's done that. He's taken the arrows and laughed. He loves the fight. He knows communism is at the front door and that it's scattering its ugly tentacles throughout the house, and astonishingly, even into our gas stoves at this point. Trump will do whatever needs to be done to keep our Constitution from being flushed down the toilet of communism. Here's a quick audio-only clip of Trump in an interview with Americano Media discussing communism somewhat.
I think if we don't do well in those 2 elections, our country is gone. And I really believe we passed socialism. You know what's happening if you look at the Justice Department, the FBI, you look at the kind of things that are going on with law enforcement and what they're doing. We have forgotten about socialism. We're into communism. And it's very bad, and it's very dangerous for this country. And people are angry about it. People are really angry. They see what's going on. And others are in effect. An election, very importantly, which is now, think of it, it's 2 years away. 2 years away. It's very quick.
Let's just all go ahead and put our fragile feelings on the back burner, especially some of you ladies out there. If you think mean tweets are bad, wait until you stand in line for 3 hours to buy toilet paper. Or worse, your child dies because the WHO, World Health Organization, decides your kid was the wrong damn race to receive the medicine. Seriously, this is a lot worse than we think. Anyone in a position of power telling you cow farts will end the world is either a complete stooge or a communist. What the hell do you want to eat for breakfast for the rest of your life? Bacon and affordable eggs, or grasshopper smoothies? One last thing. Trump can and will secure the nation for us and, more importantly, for our kids and grandkids. We owe them that. The commie push is on stronger than ever. If you're on the fence because of the vax, like I've said in the past, To this day, no other likely candidate has come out against it, much less not have it running through their veins. So come on. And out of potential candidates, just a little homework assignment. Who is the donor class most interested in? You'll be surprised with the answer. Some of this came by way of PJ Media. If you liked it, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Leave a comment down below. There's a PayPal link in the description box, so please put $1 in the bucket on the way out the door. I'd like to thank everyone for all your donations. They're much needed and much appreciated. Now, with all that being said, we'll see you next time.
Come on, move. Move. Easy, easy.